this morning. We are tracking our 14th named storm of the season. Nicole, named earlier this morning, will impact us this week. We'll take a closer look at the timing and what we can expect.
And that means it could be a rainy election day tomorrow. Voters encouraged to get out over the weekend to cast their ballot. And we are taking a look at just how many took to the polls early.
And the amendments on the ballot can be confusing. Coming up, we're helping you better understand what's on the ballot before you show up to the polls tomorrow.
It's a new day. This is CBS 12 News This Morning.
We are just about 24 hours away from polls opening and your voice and your vote counting on Election Day. Good morning, I'm Matt Lincoln.
And I'm Sam Kerrigan. The balance of power is up for grabs in Congress in several competitive races across the country.
How competitive will our races be in Florida? That's a great question. All eyes are on gubernatorial and Senate races here. Both incumbents, Governor DeSantis, Senator Rubio, looking to serve for another term as they face off against Democratic challengers Charlie Crist and Val Demings. We have team coverage all morning long for you with everything you need to know about what's on your ballot.
We do want to start with meteorologist Lauren Oleski because we are watching an area in the Atlantic. Lauren, subtropical storm Nicole will bring some heavy rain as voters head out to the polls.
That's right. Really windy conditions expected for us as well. I know it's normally a big news week, but the tropics said not so fast. We want to talk about weather this week as well. And yes, we now have our next named storm, subtropical storm Nicole. This likely will strengthen, organizing a little bit more. It is an incredibly large storm. Tropical storm force winds extend 275 miles from the center. It's going to be very windy and likely very rainy over the next few days. Right now, Hurricane Center has this making landfall as a strong tropical storm somewhere along, yeah, that's the Treasure Coast right there. We're going to watch this closely. Right now, this would be a high-end tropical storm, maybe a weak Category 1 hurricane. We'll keep a close eye on it there for you, but expect windy and rainy conditions as we move through the next few days. Winds right now are sustained, between around 10 and up to about 15 miles per hour. They'll pick up more, though, tomorrow. Showers will be moving onshore today. Showers will also be moving onshore periodically tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. More clouds, more rain. These bands just continue to come across the area. This is Wednesday at 12:15. Heavy rain expected as Nicole organizes a little bit more for us. And again, getting very windy. We'll see those winds picking up tomorrow closer to 20 to 25 miles per hour. Matt and Sam.
All right, Lauren, thank you. This morning, Palm Beach County election officials are bracing for the potential of severe weather on Election Day.
Over the weekend, election officials encouraged residents to vote early so people could get their votes in.
That's right. And CBS 12's Kara Duffy continues our team coverage live from the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections office in West Palm Beach. Kara, where do early voting numbers stand right now?
Well, Matt, Sam, I got a chance to sit down with the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections, and she said that voter turnout wasn't necessarily bad, but that it was slightly lower than what we have seen in previous years and elections. She was hopeful, though, that people would come out over the weekend. As we know, the looming storm, it could impact us tomorrow on Election Day. But as of right now, here's the latest breakdown of the early voting numbers. Right now, we know between mail-in ballots as well as early in-person voting, more than 33% of Palm Beach County voters have already cast their ballot. According to the county's website, there's been higher voter turnout among registered Democrats. More than 45% have already cast a ballot, more than 31% of Republicans, and about 20% of voters without a party affiliation. Now, something to keep in mind, unlike early voting, on Election Day tomorrow, you must go to your assigned precinct to vote. The Supervisor of Elections tells us it's crucial that you double check that location to avoid confusion like we saw during the primary election over the summer when voters showed up at the wrong place.
With the redistricting that occurred after the census, a lot of polling locations changed because precincts changed. And so we don't want people to go stand in line at the old one because it's where they've always voted, get up there and find out it's not their correct one, now they got to go again.
Now, your precinct location is listed on your voter information card. You can also find it online or by calling your local Supervisor of Elections office. In the meantime, early voting has come to an end in Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River, and Okeechobee counties. Anyone who has requested a mail-in ballot but hasn't mailed it in yet, you have until 7 p.m. tomorrow to drop it off at your local Supervisor of Elections office. And Matt, Sam, polls across all of our counties and districts will open tomorrow from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m.
All right, Kara, thank you. Also, this morning, Governor DeSantis and his challenger, Charlie Crist, are making their final campaign stops ahead of the election. The governor will speak at the Everglades Equipment Group in Boynton Beach at 1:30. We have video from his visit at Tradition Hall in Port St. Lucie over the weekend, where he spoke about immigration, COVID-19, and education to his supporters. Charlie Crist made stops in South Florida and Central Florida. This is him at a Souls to the Polls event, where he continued to focus on the importance of a woman's right to choose in this election.
Well, both Senator Marco Rubio and his Democratic challenger, Val Demings, are also making their closing arguments to voters. Senator Rubio was one of the guests invited to former President Donald Trump's rally in Miami. At that rally, the former president endorsed the senator. Demings was with Charlie Crist in Miami, encouraging last-minute voters to cast their ballot. She was expected to make another stop at an event where faith leaders urged their congregations to vote, but weather conditions dampened those plans.
And former President Trump is dropping hints about a presidential run and competition with Governor DeSantis.
He made mentions at campaigning in swing states, including here in South Florida.
Let's get to our Danielle DeRoche. She's at the live desk with the latest here. Danielle?
Matt and Sam, the focus of Trump's speech in Miami last night was party unity after teasing an announcement about his 2024 presidential race and giving Ron DeSantis a critical nickname for the first time. Here's a look at the speech at the Miami-Dade Fairgrounds yesterday. As you can see, thousands of people were in attendance to hear Trump speak alongside Senators Marco Rubio and Rick Scott, among other Republicans. Here are a few photos that Rick Scott tweeted out about the event. Trump spoke about issues like protecting parental rights, removing critical race theory and gender ideology from school curriculum, and more. Earlier this weekend, the former president alluded to an announcement about running again in 2024, but he did not officially declare his candidacy. He also spoke about poll numbers that show favorites for the Republican nomination for president, and he put down Governor DeSantis, giving him the nickname Ron DeSanctimonious. He changed his tune last night, though, offering this message of Republican unity.
The people of Florida are going to re-elect the wonderful, the great friend of mine, Marco Rubio, to the United States Senate. And you're going to re-elect Ron DeSantis as your governor of your state. And you're going to elect an incredible slate of true MAGA warriors to Congress, many of whom are here right now. I think are all here.
DeSantis was absent from Trump's Miami rally. It is not clear if he was invited. The crowd in Miami could be heard cheering for Trump to run again. That's an announcement that he is expected to make after the midterms are over. Matt?
Danielle, thank you. Now to school board races in Palm Beach County. 2 school board seats are up for grabs after candidates did not get a majority, 50%, in the primary election. In District 6, that's the area of Royal Palm Beach, Wellington, and the Glades. Incumbent Marcia Andrews looking to keep her seat against challenger Jennifer Showalter. Andrews, in a field of 5, got about 48% of the vote in the primary. That's just short of the majority that she needed. Showalter was the runner-up. She got 18% of the vote, and that is what set up this runoff. In District 7, that's the area around West Palm Beach and Riviera Beach. There's going to be a new face on the school board as Dr. Deborah Robinson left her seat after more than 20 years. Edwin Ferguson, he's a former teacher at Palm Beach Lakes High School, is taking on Corey Smith, a former assistant public defender. The winner of these 2 races will join incumbents Karen Brill and Erica Whitfield, who both won their seats in the primary.
While there are a lot of candidates on the ballot, there are also constitutional amendments and county questions you need to know about. We've received some concerns from voters about the questions on the ballot, saying they're written in a way that's difficult to understand. So we made sure to take your concerns to a nonpartisan civic organization called the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County to break down what exactly everything means. And our Stephanie Valderrama picks up our team coverage live in studio this morning. Stephanie, the League is focused on making those ballot questions simple to understand for voters.
Yes, good morning, Sam. That is correct. Take Constitutional Amendment number 1, for example. It's a limitation on the assessment of real property used for residential purposes. Now, this is exactly as you would see it on the ballot when you do go to vote. I do want to say we did, as you mentioned, reached out to Marcia Herman with the League of Women Voters to break down for us this morning what exactly this all means. She says, put simply, if you are a homeowner who makes changes to your home to prevent flood damage, for example, those improvements could actually increase your property taxes.
So in this respect, the Florida legislature has proposed this change to the Florida Constitution, saying if any homeowner chooses to make flood prevention improvements to their home, to their property, we will not increase their taxes. We will not raise the value of their home due to those changes and then charge them more taxes.
Yeah, so with this item on the ballot, I do want to scroll down so you can see voters will be selecting yes or no. Back to you.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. We're also looking into other amendments on the ballot to make sure you know what you are voting for. Constitutional Amendment 2 would abolish the state's Constitutional Revision Commission. The 37-member commission currently meets every 20 years to recommend changes to the state's constitution. The group gathered last in 2018, placing 8 amendments on the ballot. Constitutional Amendment 3 would approve an additional homestead property tax exemption for public service workers. The Florida legislature could grant an additional $50,000 in homestead exemptions for teachers, law enforcement officers, firefighters, emergency medical technicians, active duty members of the U.S. Armed Forces, and the Florida National Guard. Now, it would cost local governments about $80 to $90 million in lost tax revenue.
Palm Beach County voters will also decide whether to approve a new affordable housing plan meant to help working families. County Question 1 would provide $200 million to build more workforce and affordable housing across the county, and that money would come from additional property tax for homeowners. There's also Palm Beach County Question 2. This is also a tax, but one that's already been in place for the past 4 years. The question here is meant to ask county residents if they want to continue paying a tax to help finance public schools. It would continue to give schools funding for things like school safety and mental health resources.
612 is now the time. It's a program that is supposed to help our elderly, but as our I-Team has uncovered after months of investigating, too often it's hurting them. Coming up in 30 minutes, a special report about how you might be able to avoid a guardianship for your loved ones.
And a holiday fixture in downtown West Palm Beach is set for an upgrade. Coming up next, why today is an important day to learn what's next for the Sandy tree. That's coming up in 30 minutes.
And we are tracking subtropical storm Nicole, named early this morning. We are going to check back in with meteorologist Lauren Oleski coming up to see how this could impact us over the next several days. You're watching CBS 12 News This Morning, the one to turn to.